What is up, Disc Golf World? Welcome back to the final round, back nine coverage of the 2019 Buffalo Run Disc Golf Tournament out here in McAlester, Oklahoma. My name is Gabriel Dow, and I am once again here on the mic with one of our Tulsa local pros, Lauren Lewis.
Yee.
This tournament is sponsored by Native Disc Golf, Legacy Disc Golf, and DGA Disc Golf, so appreciate them for putting on the tournament. So far in this round, we've got Coda Hatfield pulling ahead after that last hole on the front nine to go one stroke ahead of Emerson, sitting at 23 under par. Emerson at 22. We got Brandon Cawthorne sitting at 16 and Austin Hannum sitting at 15. So pretty tight race there for outright first and second. And then we have a battle going for outright third as well. So hole 10, this is a par 4, 395 feet, very downhill. This hole, you're really just trying to lay up to near this water right here, this little mini pond we got in the middle of the fairway. And then from there, you have a layup to take a pretty easy birdie. This hole is very attackable. You can attack it with a forehand or a backhand. It's just a lot of risk there because you have the culverin right in front of the basket and then the pond right behind there as well. So we got Coda playing it safe, and that should be a pretty routine upshot for him.
Yeah, Cawthorne is definitely not playing it safe. He's trying to run this. He landed in the circle just the day before, so no reason not to try to do it again. And that looks a little high.
Yeah, that's very high, and it looked like he kicked off that tree. He's going to be on that left side. Not going to be the easiest upshot from there.
Got Emerson.
Emerson kicking left as well.
He's trying to take that similar line. Course just isn't having it today.
No. Austin finding an early tree.
A lot of tree kicks on this one.
Yeah.
And it's really tough to kick a tree right off the tee pad on this one.
Yeah, I mean, depending on where you kick, you could have zero look to the basket. And, I mean, the approach, even being up there in the middle of the fairway, isn't necessarily the easiest. And being pinched off with some trees in your way just makes it all the more difficult.
Yeah. Emerson out in the middle. Austin, luckily, not rolling too far. He had a little scare of possibly rolling up there. Cawthorne also laid up in the middle. And Coda,
easy birdie.
Nice and easy under the bucket birdie. That was a little different. Try to fight the wind, I guess, on that Anheuser. Really nice. That was a long way to jump putt.
Right. He threw that thing. Austin will be tapping in for the par. Staying at 15. Brandon will be staying at 16. Emerson staying at 16 as well. And Coda taking the birdie. Getting 2 strokes on Emerson now, going into hole 11. This is a par 3, 255 feet. Like I said in the previous round, this is a must-get birdie for the entire open field. You have the forehand line on the left side, backhand line on the right side, and then you have a thumber line that Coda's been throwing. Luke also threw it second round as well and parked it, so maybe the thumber line is the ideal play here.
Well, we're going to see. If he does it 3 times in a row, I'm just going to name the hole after him.
And it's officially the Coda hole.
It's the Coda hole. I mean, that's it. The Coda Stummer hole, that's it.
Yeah. I think he has put it in that exact same landing spot every single time.
Yeah.
It hasn't come down on the same angle, but he's put it at that exact same
right
spot.
There.
Yeah. Cawthorne's going to be pin high left side, about 25 feet, just inside the circle. Emerson with a really nice line.
Yeah, that's nicely done. Just a smooth backhand, little turnover.
And Austin with the tree love kick.
Yeah, when he threw it high at first, I thought it might have a chance to actually go in, but it dropped pretty fast.
Right.
Nice birdie there for Cawthorne.
For this one out. Emerson for his birdie. Keeping pace with Coda.
Austin tapping in. Coda as well. Closest with a thumber.
We have a star birdie, ladies and gentlemen.
Star frame.
Yeah, star frame. Always love to see those. Hole 12, this is a par 3, 342 feet, very uphill, plays more like about 360 to 380. You have this line of the trees on the right side that you have to avoid. The basket is tucked right here, pretty much dead straight from the tee box. These guys are going to be wanting to throw a hyzer that comes in right before that tree line on the right side to skip up into the mulch right by the basket. We saw Coda execute this perfectly last round. Let's see if he can do it again here. And it's looking so. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice little anti-skip there, and then good little roll as well.
Yep. Something I noticed with this basket is they have it like really low to the ground.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that too.
Yeah, like you almost like if you're parked, you almost want to like putt from a knee, just to like be in at even level with the basket.
The exact opposite of the one on the tree stump over there. He
Emerson.
Unfortunately catches a tree on the way in and a bad roll, so he's gonna have a jumper left.
Yeah, that was gonna be a perfect drive.
And honestly, he really needs that to stay in the hunt there.
Yeah. Coda's got 2 strokes on him, and Coda's parked, so see what Emerson can do here. Work some magic.
Little low ceiling there. Having to straddle out. Oh.
Just a little bit too high.
It's a really good effort.
Yeah. And maybe that was just a result of the basket being too low. Because, I mean, if that basket was normal height, that most likely would have been in.
That's true.
Austin making a very nice birdie. Cawthorne's needing this one to stay tied with Austin, and he makes it in there to stay at 17 under par.
Emerson dropping in that par. And Coda to get another stroke.
3 strokes on Emerson now. Going into the last 6 holes here. Hole 13, this is a par 4, 471 feet, so it's not the longest par 4. I'd say the reason for that par 4 is going to be the mound that the basket is on. The upshot is very difficult. You're really just throwing a hyzer out wide over the road around the power lines to get to about right here where the drone is flying through, and then from there you have a simple little jump shot or a jump putt up shot up to the basket to tap in for your 3.
Yeah. So Coda hit the pole on round 2. We're going to see if he can make that correction.
And he hits the same pole, the exact same telephone pole.
And the same kick. I mean,
Yeah.
at least it is a good kick in bounds.
Yeah.
It could have been worse and kicked him into the neighbor's yard over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But luckily he's in the same landing zone.
What is Austin doing?
He's doing crazy things, man. Look at this.
What even is that?
He was going for a big turnover, and he actually ended up there at the top of the hill, probably about 120 feet short of the basket.
That's insane. I had no idea that was even there.
Right. I mean, there's a gap there, but you don't think big turnover.
Right. I mean, maybe he saw something with the wind and he's just like, hey, I'm going to go for it.
And
Ooh,
Emerson,
that is well wide.
that's flipping over. And that has landed in a dog's mouth in that backyard. It, legitimately did. Like, the dog had Emerson's disc in his mouth.
Oh, my God. Huge next shot. He knows he needs to get up there.
And he's up there. I mean, that's pin high, about 40 feet left, or right of the basket. Coda with the exact same shot as he had last round for a second.
Huge spike line. That's still not terrible, though.
Yeah.
It's not the hardest cleanup in the world from there.
No. Cawthorne, he had a really difficult approach shot from inside those trees. Austin.
And
Is he going for a big hyzer here?
I can't tell if that was a hyzer or a grenade shot. No, that was definitely a hyzer.
And he's well short.
Cawthorne wants no part of that.
Yeah.
Just lay up, take that easy score and move on.
Emerson is needing this one to stay in the mix if he's trying to win this thing.
That was incredibly close.
Yeah. He's going to be on the other side. It's not the easiest putt.
And Austin.
Soars past it as well.
Yeah. When you airball from that distance, it's just there's nothing you can do about it. You're definitely going to have a long putt.
Yeah. Emerson with a really nice bogey save from down there. All right, come on, Austin. Yeah.
Great putt, great par. Unconventional, that's a working man's par right there.
Yeah, I'd say. That is such a scary putt. I've seen so many people just go back and forth on this mound.
Yeah.
Like, it happens so often. All right, hole 14. This is a par 3. It is 365 feet. You have the gap on the left here that the drone is flying through. It's a forehand gap, and you really just want to flip up something flat and have it hyzer out right before this tree on the left here. You don't want to hyzer too soon because you can skip into the pond, which does play OB right here in front of the green. So you want to carry straight as far as possible and get a skip right past the pond. And then there is also a big spike hyzer line as well. And it looks like Coda's lining that up.
Yeah, we've got that same pushing wind that we had the first day. So as long as you get your disc up there on a hyzer, it should be able to lift and make it back to the back in bounds.
And Coda's right there, just outside the circle.
Yeah, he's going to have decision to make right there. Being in the lead at this point, he can kind of figure out what he needs to do, whether he's going to run that or whether he just should lay up.
Yeah, I wouldn't assume he'd be running that, especially with the 4-stroke cushion going into the last 4 holes. Cawthorne throwing the forehand. That's looking high.
That's a really tough line to hit.
But he skips up there.
That's
wow.
Gonna be.
I thought it was hitting that tree.
Yeah,
earlier.
Yeah, I did too. But he got up there pretty good.
Yeah.
He's going to be just inside the circle there.
Emerson trying for that straight shot again and skips out of bounds.
Yeah.
He's going to be in that pond.
Yeah, he just let that go a little too low.
Yeah.
Hopefully
he got that disc back.
Would have went all the way across.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he got that back.
Yeah. I mean, that's been his money disc all tournament.
There's kind of a rough roll away. Now he's got this uphill putt. Nice cleanup there, though.
Cawthorne for the lone birdie. Oh. And just a little too high on that right side.
Yeah.
But still a great putt. I mean, from where he was at, you're putting. It's not bad to hit the basket high when you're putting up towards the basket. And just an unfortunate reaction off the chains there. Cawthorne not pleased with the basket there. Yeah, and one last huge shout out to Amy and Kent Cox for sponsoring the coverage. If you guys are ever in Tulsa, Oklahoma, be sure to stop by and check out Basket Case Disc Golf on 21st and Memorial. Awesome store, awesome people, and great selection. So, hole 15, this is a par 3, 393 feet. You have 2 options. Big hyzer over the trees and spike in next to the basket, or you have the low skipping hyzer that Coda has been opting for these 3 rounds here, or for the last 2 rounds at least. I would assume that he's not switching it up now because he's put it right there next to the basket both rounds. And he does it again. A little short, but in range.
Yeah, right about circle's edge. Looks like Austin's going for the big boy line.
And that looks...
as soon as he put it up there, the wind started smashing it down.
Yeah.
He's still got some pretty good distance. I think that's right around circle's edge. He might have a jumper there.
Yeah.
But that's the issue. As soon as you put it up over the trees, the wind is going to be pushing the top plate of that disc down.
Mm-hmm.
I see Cawthorne went a little flatter. He didn't throw it straight hyzer. He threw it kind of a flat shot, let it push out there a little ways. I think that's kind of a smarter way to approach it if you're going to throw over the top.
Definitely. He's just kind of trusting that wind to get through underneath that disc to drop it.
Okay, he got long enough. I thought that might have a chance to skip out of bounds, but he got long enough to the space where it opens up by the basket.
Yeah. That's really Emerson's spot. Oh, nice putt from Austin.
Yeah.
From about 45 feet. Really nice putt.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, full extension, no jump or anything like that, no unnecessary movement, just straight toward the basket. That
nice
was great.
And smooth. Emerson is desperately needing this. Just a little bit too low. If Coda can make this is just a burn in Emerson's side for hopes of ever winning this thing.
Yeah.
This tournament.
And I mean, he might need to to really hold it together. We've still got 3 holes left. These holes are not gimme holes.
Not at all.
I mean, he could be losing a couple strokes in these next 2 holes if he doesn't make sure to put it in the fairway and finish by connecting on those putts.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of treacherous holes, we are here to hole 16. This is a par 4, 530 feet, very downhill. You have really the only gap here is on this right side. You want to throw a distance driver that flips up flat and really just rides flat and straight as possible. From there, you just kind of want to trust it to finish left and skip up to the basket to give yourself an eagle look. If not, there is a little bit safer of a play. You throw a distance driver with a little bit more sharper of a hyzer angle through that gap on the right side, and just leave yourself with a clean upshot. I wouldn't assume Coda's going for this one fully. Maybe he was.
Oh, I definitely think he was there.
Yeah.
And then Austin is definitely doing that.
Oh, and he's done the exact same thing as he did first round.
That's going to be a rough spot over there.
He's going to need to channel his inner Coda Hatfield from there. We saw Coda hit the same spot on the tree as Austin and absolutely pipe it all the way down there for a 25-foot tap in for birdie.
Yeah, up and down from right there is pretty fantastic. Emerson been throwing this disc all tournament, flipping up to flat.
And I think he got a little bit of a tree kick there.
Yeah, he didn't get all the way back on that hyzer like he needed to.
Mm-hmm.
Austin is actually out a lot further than I thought he was. I thought that kick kind of put him straight down, but oh no.
And he goes long on his upshot and is out of bounds. He's going to be putting for 4 from there.
Overstable putter.
Great shot.
I think
from
that's
Cawthorne.
AVR X3.
Yeah, he likes that thing. Emerson making easy work. Here's Coda's second shot.
Leaving it a little long. I mean, that's kind of right in the tester range, especially when we've got a nice windy day.
Yeah. Coda's got the strokes to spare, though.
Yeah. Austin not really connecting on that.
Coda just a little bit low. He's going to be taking a par here. Emerson's going to at least be able to get 1 stroke back.
That's a nice birdie from him.
Yeah. So really all Coda has to do is just par out. And he has got this win in the bag, which I don't see him taking a bogey on either of these next 2 holes with how he's been playing it all tournament.
So Cawthorne there with a 2-stroke swing going into solo third.
Yes, sir.
With 2 holes to play.
Oh, yeah. Hole 17, this is a par 4, 700 feet. This is a very difficult hole. You have this lane on this left side, which you can throw a flex shot with a distance driver or fairway driver to get yourself up to the mouth of this opening, up to the basket. There is also a hyzer line, which basically you're playing hyzer and then another hyzer over the trees to get your 3. But we've seen the majority of the players go for this middle gap.
Brandon
And
definitely going to that middle gap and getting across the little creek.
Absolute mash from Cawthorne. Great shot. And Emerson's going for it. He's trying to pull a Kevin Jones here, going over the top, flexing.
That was not what I expected, but he's in a really great spot anyway.
Yeah. Didn't quite get the carry that KJ did last year.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for, but that's still really great position.
Oh, yeah. Coda going roller here.
Oh, yeah, that needed to get down.
Yeah.
That was
a lot faster than it did.
Mistake. That tree likes to reach out and grab those rollers if you don't set them down fast enough.
Mm-hmm. Austin is trying to pull the KJ as well. Had it on the right line, but didn't quite get it high enough.
Yeah, it was really close to being where he was yesterday, and just having a little hyzer pitch up from there.
Coda going for the big hyzer. Oh, down the gut. Just playing it safe. Like I said, all he needs is a par.
In his situation, yeah, smart in that situation. He was going aggressive off the tee. He decided to, since he didn't get it, just go ahead and lay up from there. Oh. That was no good. I'm not sure. I mean, just a little early out the hand is all.
Yeah.
Almost nearing the end of the tournament. Last day, we've been playing a lot of golf. I'm sure being a little fatigued gets in your head at that point.
Yeah.
A little tired.
You just kind of got that break in concentration towards the end.
Yeah, it's been a long, windy weekend.
Yeah. Austin makes good for the birdie. Here is Emerson for his birdie. Oh,
I forgot about that. I was watching them play this hole.
Yeah. So unfortunate. That's just dead center chain. He hit the caution tape.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit that caution tape.
That's
and
exactly right.
It popped right back out. You got to be either just above the caution tape or just below it. And a very unfortunate par from Emerson. Hole 18, this is a par 3, 288 feet. It is a very picturesque hole. You're shooting through these trees, over the fountain, throwing either a putter or mid-range dead straight uphill to the basket. And then we also have Austin Hannum, who threw a big spike forehand first round. So I'm assuming we'll see him throw it again here. Definitely looks like he's lining it up.
I just noticed he's got some tape on that finger. I don't know if that's injury or callus or anything like that, but it doesn't seem to be really doing any damage there as he parks the hole.
Maybe some preventative type of stuff.
Yeah.
From blisters or I don't know. This is looking like
Banshee.
Great shot from Brandon.
Safely inside the circle.
Emerson trying to decide what he's going to do. He's definitely one to ace run this one. I do know that. There's no way he's not.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Position.
He's got some strokes to work with there. And why not get an extra win anyway, just because? A little too low, a little too stable.
Yep.
That's a pretty overstable disc. He kind of threw that out there on an anhyzer.
Yeah, he
came
did.
back probably 16 feet or so.
Emerson ended up way shorter than I thought.
Ooh, sailed that a little
past
bit.
the basket.
He's just like, I can't believe that. The wind just really got under that one for sure.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be Coda for the win.
Hatfield. Shaking hands.
Brandon making that puts him in solo third.
Emerson Keith with a good tournament. He finishing at 22 under par. Austin finishing off with a birdie as well. And Coda Hatfield, ladies and gentlemen, your 6th annual Buffalo Run Disc Golf Tournament champion. Huge shout out to Native Disc Golf, Legacy Discs, and DGA for sponsoring the tournament. Thank you, Matt House, for having us out here to film this tournament. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Lauren, once again for coming and joining me on the mics for commentary.
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
Great to have you, man. And then huge congrats to Coda Hatfield. This is Coda Hatfield's 130th win, ladies and gentlemen. 130th PDGA win.
Boss.
What a boss. So appreciate you guys for watching the coverage. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And we will see you guys next tournament.